Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here today and another episode of my MotoGP Career Mode here today. And this episode, we are here for the Japanese Grand Prix at Motegi. If you guys missed the last episode and the last race at Thailand around the new Buriram circuit, then go watch the video guys by clicking the link in the top right hand corner of your screen before we jump into any major spoilers. But we're going to jump into things here for today's episode. So let's jump into the Career Mode menu, and first and foremost we are going to add an upgrade. Now I do have 70 points and I was going to go for the anti-wheelie one, but instead I'm actually going to go for the traction control. I feel that's going to help us out massively and really give us a bit of control. I was tempted to go for the engine one and build up to that one, but that's a lot of points and there's not enough races left. So we're going to go for the traction control and get that on the bike. Hopefully that will help us out in terms of the electronics, and I might even squeeze an engine brake upgrade on before the end of the season. Either way, the bike should be better in this episode. Valentino Rossi won the last race, and in the last episode, Marquez had a very, very poor race. It was a 1-2 finish in Thailand, with Rossi winning and Awita got second place, and Marquez finished down in 8th place, which did mean that eventually, you can see on the table, both myself and Valentino Rossi overtook Dovi for second place, and now the top 4 are covered by 25 points, which is a race win. So it's extremely close in the championship with, I believe, 3 or 4 races to go. I think it's 4 races, but I'll double check just to make sure. So we've got Japan, Phillip Island, Malaysia and Valencia. So there we go, 4 races to go, 100 points up for grabs, and it's all still to play for. So let's jump into the weekend here at Japan and let's get underway in Friday practice. I feel like Johan Zarco is going to get in my way here already on this first practice program. Just do my first lap here in the track affinity. We're going to have to try and get past Johan Zarco here. We're going to pull to the left hand side, and that should get us in front, hopefully. I'm going to have to leave it very late on the brakes, but we do manage to hang on. There we go. Let's see if this first lap is quick enough. At the final corner, up to the line. I think we're going to just miss out, unfortunately. Yes, we do. We miss out by a couple of tenths. But now I know what the pace needs to be, so we'll just pick it up on this lap and go faster to hit the time threshold. Not the best exit there, not the cleanest, but it is going to be enough this time as we go fastest with a 49.0. That was a better lap from us. We can go faster than that, definitely. I think a 48 is easily achievable. Let's try and get another clean lap in, and that will do it for this track affinity program. Right, then it should be a better lap, and this should do the trick through the chicane. This time not running too wide on the exit. There we go, nice and tidy. A little bit of a wheelie, but that will do. Up to the line, and there we go, job done. We'll take that, maximum points. So currently in 3rd place, and it's pretty close between myself, Marquez and Dovi. There's quite a gap to Crutchlow, but we've now strapped on 2 soft tyres, front and rear, and we're going to jump into the quick lap simulation. This lap, of course, will be the lap that's good enough to get us into Q2, so let's hope it's a bloody quick one. I'm hoping to get a low 47, high 46 with this, so let's see how we get on here in this qualifying performance test. Also, we are going to hear a bit of traffic on this lap. First and foremost is going to be Nakagami, who we're going to have to get by here, which is not going to be perfect, but we will try our best to dispose of him relatively quickly. And then in front of him, I think it's an Aprilia, I'm not quite sure. Nice exit there. We're going to squeeze on the inside of Nakagami here. Yeah, it is. This is Spargro on the Aprilia as we go on the inside there. Nice move on Taka. Now let's hunt down Alish, although to be fair, I don't think he'll get in my way on this lap, I don't think. Right, we might just have to get past him here. He may just get in my way, I guess we'll find out. Into the final chicane. Looks like he's actually quick enough to stay in front, which is good. At the final corner, nice clean exit from us. We're going to just sit behind as we run up to the line, and there we go. Job done, that's more than good enough. Maximum points again. So there we have it then, 47 dead pretty much, almost a 47.1, but I think that lap will be good enough to get us into Q2. So let's jump into qualifying and let's see what the pace is like in that session. So we made it into Q2 in 3rd place, Rins quickest, Marquez 2nd and Rossi in 4th with Dovi in 5th. So all the contenders are there, with Rins being the standout performer in P1, but the target as always is to try and beat Marquez. So let's try and do that, but either way it's looking good. We're now going to get underway for qualifying here at Japan. Good lap so far, one more chicane to go. Easy does it through here. Trying to get the power down at the final corner, there we go, a little bit of curb. Just to get the wheelie in check, but this should be good enough to go straight to the top. And it is 46.4. Fastest lap of the weekend so far. There were a couple of mistakes in that one, so I can go faster. But it's a good opening lap. I do have a tendency to go quicker on my first lap in qualifying and I struggle to improve, but that is a good opener. On the limit there. Curb almost cost me dearly, but we got away with it. Into the chicane. Straight line braking, try and pick up the bike nice and early. Use the curb if need be. A little bit wide there, but we'll get away with it, I think. Up to the line. Do we improve? Yes, we do. 45.9. And there it is. That's a strong lap right there. There was some time in sectors 3 and 4 and we found it. We matched the first two, but the lap was very strong, and I think that could be good enough already for pole. Very happy with that one. Very strong lap. This is the lap. Easy does it through here. But this should do it. If I just get a nice clean exit, which I do. There we go. Stop the wheelie. Up to the line. This should smash the previous lap. And it doesn't. Oh my god, I actually lost it right at the end. Wow, okay. I was half a second up in the second sector, but I lost it all at the end. My final sector before must have been absolutely phenomenal because I was 3/10 up for the better part of 3/4 of that lap. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, that's going to be the end of qualifying. That wasn't a nice crash, and we're probably going to have damage now, so we'll end it there. We're still quite comfortable in terms of first place. There we go then, the results are in, and Marquez is second, and Rins is third, Dovi fourth. We do secure pole position, but Valentino Rossi down in 8th place. Not very good from Valentino. He's suffered in qualifying, and that could be a potential blow for the championship if he doesn't find the race pace. Either way, it is another pole for us, and we've been on an absolute tear when it comes to qualifying lately. We've been on the money the last couple of races, or the last 4 or 5 races now to be fair, and we've really hit form. Either way, qualifying done and dusted. We're now going to move into the race here for the Japanese Grand Prix. Here we are then on the grid for the race. There is Marc Marquez. He'll be hoping to pick up a win and try and distance himself in the World Riders' Championship. He knows if he wins today, that might just give him the title. And there is Alex Rins in 3rd place, who's potentially the outsider in all of this. He still has a chance, but it's going to be tricky. Either way, we need to try and cash in and make the most of these points, because there are certain tracks coming up that aren't my best. Mainly Valencia, the last race. I need to go into that race having an advantage on points because it's not my strongest track. So we're going to try our best. But there we are. Pole position, we're going to first of all put on the tyres, and the medium has worked well, and that's what's given us our run of consecutive podiums. So we are going to commit to that same strategy. I feel like it's working, so we're going to keep going for it. Hopefully we can open up a gap nice and early and pull away, and then just manage it later on in the race. But here we go then, guys. We're going to jump into things. Hopefully it goes well. So it's now time for the race here at Motegi. Here we go then. First gear selected. 5 lights are on, and there's lights out, and away we go. Not a bad start actually. We get away reasonably well. I'm trying to go on the outside. Marquez there making the move. I'm going to try and get on the inside for turn 2. Switchback move on Marquez. Fantastic stuff. Rins though getting away well off the line on the Suzuki. We're a little bit wide. We've got to be careful here. We almost made the same error as our final one in qualifying. We do manage to get it down to the apex though. It's exit there. We're going to pull alongside Rins. A little bit of contact. Making our way down to the next corner. I had a look on the brakes, but Rins is quite late himself, so fair play. Not as much grip on these tyres, of course. Medium front, medium rear. So we've got to be a little bit more careful. Rear end all over the place there, slipping under traction on the exit. Marquez down a P4, Rossi P5, so he's had a good start. The Doctor. At the minute, though, this suits us. I don't necessarily have to win. We can finishing P2, I'll be more than happy with that, but I'd love to win and really get a massive points haul. Joan Mir and Vinales down to last, so those two had a bit of an altercation. Vinales now in 23rd and last place on the other factory Yamaha. Quite slow down the order as well. Seemingly also maybe had an incident. But Rins is really going for this. He's got good pace. I've got Petrucci there looking for a move into their hairpin. Haven't quite found my pace yet on these tyres, on the double mediums. Hopefully will come good. Looks like Petrucci's going by. There he is. Bit of contact. We are going to run it in very hot. We are going to run wide. We just about keep it out the gravel, which is good. There's Marquez right behind us. We're going to just about block him off, but a little bit of contact with Petrucci there. And Marquez barging his way through, as does Nakagami. The riders are absolutely bombarding me here, left, right and centre, from absolutely everywhere. We're in the wars here and we're in trouble. We're going to go down the inside of Taka Nakagami to turn 1. We stand him up. Not a very nice move, but we take it. Taka wasn't particularly nice to me in the final corner, so I'm not exactly going to play clean. So went from a pretty good start to quite a horrific first lap in the end. But Marquez in front. Let's try and close in on him a little bit if we can. Championship rival, of course. If I can just outscore Marquez, I'll be happy. That's all I need. The front three are closing up here. Petrucci, Rins and Marquez. And we're closing in on them as well. We're all bunching up a little bit as we cross the line. Rins sets the pace, but his lap's getting beaten by everybody. We set at 47.3. Good pace from us. Looks like Rins is about to be overtaken by Petrucci, or almost got overtaken there. Let's try and close in a bit more if we can on this lap. I am struggling with the medium tyres a little bit. And the minute the front three have a lot of pace. I'm struggling to keep up as it stands. Maybe if they start to battle, we can maybe have a chance of getting by. But at the minute, we're just sitting here waiting to maybe closing the gap and get an opportunity. That lap was 2 tenths off my 3 years best, which also doesn't help. But we're slowly edging there. We're getting closer and closer. Okay, we've definitely bunched up now. It's definitely a 4 rather than a 3. Battling for the win. Just got to make sure that any overtakes we do go for, the move is definitive and we make it count. I might have a chance at Marquez here. Had a little look on the brakes, but no way through Marquez, of course. One of the best leg breakers there is. I am struggling with that wheelie a little bit. In hindsight, I'm wondering if I went for the right upgrade, but we'll hope that it does pay off long term. This is where I struggle to get the front end down. That's where the AI really leave me for dead in this section. Not the best exit again. Up to the higher 47s now, but having said that, the front three are not improving their pace. This is my best chance, sector 1, to make a move. Let's see if we can get close here under braking on Marquez. Try and cover that gap a little bit. Looks like he's going to go for a move on Petrucci here. It's going to be close between the two of them. Whoa, we get super loose. That could have been catastrophic, but we just about held on, but I've lost a heap of time. Marquez gets past Petrucci, there it is. He goes around the outside of the Italian. Now we've got to try and follow through, not let him get away, build up any momentum, preferably. Unless Petrucci can get straight back past, obviously using the Ducati's power. I'm really struggling to keep the front end down though. Really is becoming a problem for us. But let's try and make some moves on this lap. I need to make something happen. Pace is really dropping though. 48.6 on that lap. That's shocking. Just seems like Marquez is going to win. I'm struggling on my tyres so much. I've got no grip. I'd be even worse on a hard tyre. This is why I'm running the double medium. Good exit there. That might give me a chance to get past Petrucci. He does release the brake and just stays in front of us there. Good late braking from Danilo Petrucci there. He just managed to stay in front. I wonder if I can get past him in this section. This is my best chance. We are running out of laps as well, so, you know, last chance saloon. Getting very close there at the hairpin. Trying to get the power down. I have to short shift. I'm losing all momentum. 2 laps to go next time we cross the line. It is getting to crunch time now. It's getting serious. We need to try and think of maybe going for a few desperate lunges. Marquez gets overtaken by Petrucci, which is good for us. What we don't want is Marquez to win. That'd be worst case scenario. I wonder if I can have a little look here on the Spaniard. Yes, we do. There we go. Got a bit of contact. But we do manage to slip past. Marquez might try and come back at us though. I'm going to try and be brave on the brakes and be late. Get the apex. There we go. Struggling to get a bit of grip on the front, but we are past, up to third place, past Marquez crucially. Now can we put some pressure on Petrucci and Rins here with 2 laps to go. Marquez just tapping in my rear tyre there. He's looking to get back past straight away, Marquez. He may well achieve that, but I'm going to try my hardest to keep him behind. We do get a little bit out of shape, but Marquez does go through, or tries to anyway. He is going to get us here though on the acceleration without a doubt. On the switchback, we're going to go straight back underneath. Uh-oh. Ooh, dear, that was scary. I ran a bit too wide there onto the curbing. That could have been disaster. That could have been a crash on the curb. Had a look down the inside of Marquez at the hairpin, but no way through. I'm having to concentrate so much. I can barely talk as much as I'd like, but I'm really working hard here to try and beat Marquez. It's amazing because the wind's right there, yet it's so far away into the final chicane. Marquez does defend himself this time and stays in front as we go into the last lap of the race now. Up to the line. Let's see what we can do on this last lap. Can we pull something out the bag? Into turn 1. Looks like we're not close enough to move on Marquez just yet. Not over yet. These 2 corners coming up on our best chance. I've got to be really brave on the brakes here. There we go. A little bit sliding on entry, but that's okay. Looks like Marquez is trying to make a run for it and snatch second place from Petrucci. And he might just get it. They're side by side. This is going to be close. They're coming through. Oh no, we've gone down. Oh no. Not good at all. We do get back underway, but that is not good whatsoever. We're in trouble. We're going to try and get back past Jack Miller. At best, try and recover that 4th place. We need that 4th place. But let's not try and get too desperate. This is my last chance out of here into the next hairpin. Had a little look at Taka, but no way through. Not over yet. Come on, let's try and stay on his rear tyre. We need to get this 4th place. Good exit from us actually for a change. In the slipstream, I may have a chance on the braking. Down the inside. We're looking, but Taka's just blocking us, but we are going to get the power down and get the exit. Get it down to the apex, there we go. Down to 2nd gear, into the chicane. And there we go, job done. We do recover to 4th after that crash. Rins wins it, and hopefully Marco's got a 3rd, but up to the line. And it's not a great race, not ideal for us. There we go, then the results are in, and Rins does win it ahead of Petrucci with Marquez in 3rd, running up the podium. Marquez also picking up the fastest lap with a 46.7. We didn't quite have that pace there, I've got to be honest, you know, we lacked a bit of rhythm. And it seems to be the case with also Rossi struggling for pace along with Vinales, who was also way down the order. So it just seems like maybe the race pace on the M1 wasn't quite there. But that is the end of our streak of podiums, unfortunately for us. And it is what it is. Desperation crept in a little bit there with Marquez, and I should have been more patient. We had a 3rd place in our grasp, but I got it a bit too hot on the brakes, and that cost us ultimately. But still, it's not too many points lost and we're still in it, but we need a big result in the next 2 races because Valencia is not going to be a good track for us. But in terms of the Riders' Championship after that race, the gap is 19 points to Marquez with 3 races to go. We need something big, and we need it now. Valentino Rossi still in 3rd place, Dovi in 4th, and I think that's going to stay as it is unless something big happens. But the battle for the 1st place is still on, but it's going to be extremely close, and it is going to go right down to the wire. In terms of the team championship, we lead by 13 points over Ducati, which is good. So at least we're doing well in that front, but only 13 points, so we need to try and improve and pull away a little bit more if we can. And in terms of the constructors, we also are still in the money, but we need to do better, and the Petronas team needs to do better as well. 29 points off the top and 13 behind Honda. It is what it is. But guys, that is going to be it for today's episode of the MotoGP 19 Career Mode here today. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like on the video and subscribe if you are new for daily Formula 1 and MotoGP content. And also, turn on notifications, guys, to not miss any future content from me. And also, finally, check out these 2 videos on your screen if you have missed them. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next episode very soon. But until then, it's goodbye from me.